All right, Bim Bang. Today's Wednesday. It is March 16th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Sitting on the couch today, my guest is Sydnie from Barstool Outdoors. Sydnie, you've been trying to do this for a while. You've been blowing me off.
Yeah, I have.
You've been working at the Chicago office for how long now?
Since I moved in September, but I probably haven't been around since like late October.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit. And we would like to say before we start that you are an expert on all things hunting and all things fishing. So everything you say should be taken as gospel.
Yeah, exactly.
No, she wanted to say that beforehand, that's not the case, right?
Yeah, I'm 24 years old. I've grown up in hunting and fishing and all that fun stuff, but still so much to learn. So
Yeah. No, I feel you, because are there a lot of like know-it-alls that you come across?
Yeah.
In your
and
position?
People don't like know-it-alls either. So I try not to be a know-it-all unless I'm actually very confident. Like deer hunting, confident in that.
It's interesting you say that, because that's very much a thing. And I've always lived my life to be like, I hate people who like speak in absolutes. Like, oh, this is how, Yeah. And especially like when it comes to sports, because who the fuck knows what's going to happen, And I always hate like sports radio guys who would talk in absolutes. But the more I realize, you kind of like, if you want to make any traction, it's hard to make it if you don't talk in absolutes. So
well, yeah,
it's tough.
I feel like, but in a sense where I like the outdoors, just like sports, it's just very broad. There's so much to go into it. So I have like my narrowed down categories where I feel like I know a lot in, and then there's the categories where I preach all the time. Like I know this specific thing, but there's so much stuff that I don't know that I'm trying to learn. Mm-hmm. So I think people also respect that in a sense as well. Being a female too, I try not to like push my beliefs or on like hunting and fishing on people either.
Why do you think, is that very much stigmatized?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course, men don't like to be told what to do. I'll let you know that right now. We don't either, but they don't, or how things go. But I'm certainly very confident when I talk about certain things that I know a lot about, which like I'm a big bow hunter. So when I talk about bow hunting, I'm confident in it. Mm-hmm. But like I like bass fishing a lot. That's one thing. And I feel like a decent amount of stuff in bass fishing, but I still have a lot to learn. So I'm very open to different ideas when it comes to that sense.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Two different examples.
But deer hunting is your most knowledgeable thing, as well as so bass hunting would be number 2.
Bass fishing.
Sorry.
So actually, I think anything that has to do with like bow hunting, any animal, like specific animals, I'm pretty good at. I believe I know a lot about. But then like I like to crappie fish and bass fish a lot. So freshwater fishing.
Okay.
We live in Illinois, so there's not a lot of options to pass freshwater fishing.
No, there's not.
So like saltwater fishing. Mm-hmm. I don't know crap about saltwater fishing. I'm learning a lot, but I'm not like, I don't live in Florida or anywhere near the ocean. So it's hard to know a whole lot.
You don't know the ins and outs of the grouper, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So Sydnie, you are from Central Illinois?
Yep.
And so how long have you been? Explain your whole like backstory.
Okay, so like everything.
So your dad's pretty big in the hunting and fishing.
Okay, so get into that. Yeah. So I live in Canton, Illinois. From Canton, Illinois. I don't live there anymore. I
moved here.
Yep, live around here, which I really like. Actually, surprisingly.
That's good, because so like we've talked about it before. I went to college in Southern Illinois, so I have a lot of buddies who are big hunters and fishers, and like they would always tell me wouldn't be caught dead here. So
yeah, honestly,
it's interesting.
Everybody was shocked when I came up here, but I'm also living in the suburbs. So it's not like I'm in the city. I could never live in the city. I think I would lose my mind. I like a yard. I like grass. I like to walk outside, breathe fresh air.
Same.
So yeah, you get it. But from Central Illinois, Canton, Illinois, near Peoria. Yeah. So middle of nowhere. It was a lot of fun. Got into hunting and fishing early. My dad actually has a television show.
Third time.
Called Relentless Pursuit TV. So I grew up around that. Actually didn't even know what he really did. It was just kind of like the hunting and fishing world. I just grew up in it, didn't think anything of it. I honestly didn't know he had a television show or like a YouTube channel until I was probably in like the 7th grade, because I asked him when I was younger, like, what do you do for a living? He said he sold pencils. I believed him, told all my friends that. I was
like, he was just BSing?
Yeah, he said 25 cents a pencil. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I told my friends that, believed it. I didn't really know until my mom was like, no, like your dad doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But so I grew up around that on the Outdoor and Sportsman's channel, hunting and fishing on YouTube. So I was like groomed into it. Like I learned a lot from my dad, a lot from my grandpa. My whole family, my mom, everybody loves to like hunt, fish. My mom was a tomboy growing up with 5 brothers. So she was just running around crazy. So yeah, that's in a sense like.
And how many, what channel was it on though?
So the Sportsman's channel and the Outdoors channel. Okay, so you can watch it on like DirecTV, Dish, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I did another show called Viral Outdoors on my own, co-hosted that show. So I did 2 different shows, mainly Relentless Pursuit with my dad. People call him the Slock Master.
Oh, really?
So if you slock something, you like kill it, or you like harvest it, or if you shoot something perfect, you're like, I slocked him.
Oh, wow.
So if you see me say slock, like that's just in my brain.
Forever, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Born
So,
into you.
But YouTube and all of socials. So yeah, I just kind of, I didn't know I was going to be a part of it until I feel like college, because I went to nursing school. I don't know if you knew that.
I think I know you did something else.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't your.
So I'm a nurse, which I don't practice as a nurse, obviously.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I wanted to do this for a living until probably my junior or senior year. Mostly when I started to get a lot of traction on my social media accounts. Like I started to grow by myself. I was like, holy crap, okay, well maybe I should try to do this for a living. Mm-hmm. And then I graduated, figured out, I was like, I don't want to be a nurse. Nurses are awesome. Yeah. But I was like, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I want to travel and do what I love and make content. And obviously this presented itself. So
you were born into hunting.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Born into it. So you did it obviously. And then with the age of social media, it just kind of caught some traction to the point where you're like, whoa, I could actually do this full time. Now, was your dad supportive of that?
Oh yeah, he wanted me to. So my mom's awesome. Yeah. She's like, you're going to the hospital and working as a nurse. My dad's like, no, she's not. She needs to, because I'm like his buddy. Yeah. I have a younger brother too who likes to be outdoorsy as well, but I was always with my grandpa on the tractor, like always outside, wanting to do stuff. So my dad was like, no, I want her to travel and hunt and film with me. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go with dad which it was still working out for me and everything. And then I wanted to do my own thing. Like I didn't want to necessarily be like my dad's shadow either. Mm-hmm. My dad's badass. Like he's the top dog in the hunting industry. So good at what he does. But I wanted to be like on my own. Yes. You know what I mean? And I love hunting and fishing, but I'm also more than just that. I love to be like a girly girl, and I like sports, and I like just hang out and cause ruckus. So yeah, and then this Dave tweeted out the whole wanted new host of Barstool Outdoors. So that's was like, this is what I want.
Stars align. So were you making money off of it before you started with Barstool?
Yeah.
What was like the deal? Like you're paying for swipe ups, or what were you like?
So I was having my own sponsors. So I had
nice. Okay.
The outdoor industry is a lot like we're like technically athletes. So we have our sponsors that, pay for us for our clothes, our bow, whatever we're using. Mm-hmm. We have a sponsorship attached to it. So that was that. And then I was getting paid through like Relentless Pursuit and just, filming content, and also on my socials. So that was another outlet. But yeah, so I was already.
Yeah. So you were already doing what, like, was it ever like an option? Like, hey, I might just stay solo, or were you always like?
I could have definitely gone solo too, but it was also nice being with like my family in a sense too, because we're all together 24/7 filming content. So it was always kind of like tag teamed.
Yeah.
I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do for content besides that, but I definitely wanted to go on my own. Yeah. So I was looking at doing my own YouTube and starting, because I just graduated college. So I was finally done with nursing school and had time to relax a little bit and just kind of think about, all right, what am I going to do and how am I going to do this? And then, it was November. I was actually in deer camp when I was like having a heart-to-heart with my cousin. It's like, I love what I do. I want to keep doing it. I'm making money off it, so I'm fine. And then that's when literally the next day, Dave tweeted that out, and all my friends sent it to me. And that's when I was like, okay, this is literally what I want, because I wanted it to be my own person.
Yeah.
Like everybody really thought of me as like, oh, like Sydnie Wells, Tim Wells' daughter. And I was like, I want to be Sydnie Wells. Like I am Sydnie Wells in some people's eyes, obviously, but a lot of people in the outdoor industry watch me literally grow up with my dad. Because
I'm sure people could have been talking shit like, oh, she's got those sponsors because, whatever. I'm sure there was all that noise.
Yeah. But everybody honestly was so like positive.
That's great. Yeah. But it's different now because you obviously, you said it was very important to you to be your own person. Mm-hmm. Now you are the person who's bringing outdoors to company that is not really the most outdoorsy company.
Yeah.
So it works out.
Yeah, no, it does. I was like super excited about it because I think on the Dave Portnoy show, you and Dave were talking about YP and everything, and you know, all of like that ruckus that was going on and trying to find somebody new. And so I was watching all that as well. Once I like talked to Gaz a little bit, and that's why I'm like, this is like the perfect thing, because I'm gonna bring. I'm not as much as a fisherman. I like to fish 100%, but I'm more of like the hunter, like that kind of stuff. But I wanted to bring that light to everybody at Barstool, and like our audience is so huge, and a lot of people don't even know anything about the outdoors, which is okay, because I want to be here, kind of that liaison in between, and I'm still learning as I go. So that's why I like the blog and everything, to like teach everybody what I'm learning too, just share my knowledge. Yeah, no, that's smart. I mean, that's definitely a good way to go about it. And it seems like just the whole thing in general, you did it the right way. Like, people always have these like passions and whatnot, but you did the whole thing where like, hey, I'm going to do nursing, but if this catches on, and it caught on. So yeah, no, exactly. Like, the way it worked. Exactly. I mean, but also just in college or in high school, hunting and fishing was just a hobby. Like, I enjoyed it. I mean, I still obviously enjoy it, but I just wanted to do it for fun. Like, I was like, I'm going to be a nurse. Well, I wanted to be like a doctor, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. Definitely medical field somewhere. But I never thought like that's going to be my job. I knew that was my dad's job. Yeah. But like, I just went with him because it was fun to me. Yeah. And I got traction from different people following me and watching my videos from when I was literally like 7 years old. But I had no idea. Yeah, no, you were. I never knew this was going to be an option either, ever. Yeah, for sure. So nursing was very much like the thing. Yeah. Even though you know. I went to school. Yeah. Cried every night. Hated my life sometimes. Yeah, dude, you busted your ass for I know, right? No reason. Do you ever think about that? Yeah, I think about that. I'm like, what the heck? I literally like hated my life half the time in college. Nursing school's hard. So I think about that. I think about like my student loans, all that kind of stuff, Eddie. That's tough. But hey, I mean, I have a great degree. Yes, for sure. I'm keeping my hours, so if that's nice too. If they banned hunting and fishing tomorrow, you'd be like, hey, okay, that sucks, but like, I have a job. I have another avenue. So was that always your dad's job, doing on TV and everything? Yes. Like forever? Yeah, pretty much. Wow. So he graduated college. I think he told me he got his first job and hated working for somebody. He said he's not going to work for anybody. You'd actually like love to listen to him talk about it. It's really interesting. But he like saved money. He quit his job, started flipping land. So that's how he would start making money, flipping land. And just had his hands in a lot of different things. And then he started his own show. Obviously, it was on like local TV. He got into YouTube super early. So he has a massive YouTube channel too. But just worked his ass off. Still does. Like, he films, edits, and produces everything. Oh, wow. He edits his stuff? Wow. Everything. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Good for him. That's awesome. Yeah. So, and my mom works hard too. So I think like watching them work for their dream too just really put a fire up my butt. Like even being here, I'm just like always thinking about like, where am I going to film hunting and fishing stuff? Which actually I love about Barstool is, even though I'm the outdoor girl, I don't only have to do like hunting and fishing by myself, like solo. I can do other aspects, which is great. I love that because I don't get burnt out. Like, I could get burnt out so easily. That's what I was going to ask, because you said, oh, I love doing it. Is it getting to you now where you're like, I don't enjoy it as much anymore? Because that happens a lot. I think sometimes like this past year, I was grind time. Like, one, I just got hired, so I needed to get fresh content. So I was just on the road trying to film as much as possible, which sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm not even having fun because I'm just filming because I know I need it. But then I like look back and I'm like, I'm glad I did that because it paid off, because now we can, use that content today, even if it was over the summer, just like revitalize things, repurpose things, because that's the good thing. That's the beauty about outdoors. It never gets old because it's always relevant. Yeah. Which is what I love. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, sometimes I'm like, what other hobby do I have? Because that was my hobby. Yeah. Now it's like my main job. Yeah. When you lose it, it's definitely like, that's,
to a completely opposite degree. Like I used to love reading Barstool, and now it's like once you're in and you don't read it anymore. It's like, oh, what do I do to kill my time now? So it's like
exactly.
Yeah,
I've been trying to play chess more because I love playing chess. So I'm like playing on chess.com.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, so if you ever want to play chess, hey.
All right, we could get a chess game going. Yeah. We should have a chess tournament here in the office.
We actually should.
That'd
Stool
be very
scenes.
funny. Are you good?
Stool streams.
Stool scenes. Oh my God, Tom, he's corrupting her.
Was that a joke or are you being serious?
No, she was serious.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
So White Sox Dave, it's called Stool Scenes. It's been Stool Scenes since the inception in New York that YP made, actually.
Oh, great.
And but listen, so then Hank made Stool Streams was like a
because I played bags.
Jenga. Yeah, okay, yeah. And White Sox Dave still doesn't understand that it's scenes, not streams, and he just constantly calls it. Yeah, go watch this week's Stool Streams.
Sometimes I say scenes. I know I'm talking about streams, so I just did that. But I said Stool Streams. That's what I meant. To make it.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're in a
So I said
we're in a vortex right now.
We're in a vortex. I meant Stool Streams for chess.
Yes. So all right. That's
we're broken.
Yeah, we're broken. Sorry. The White Sox Dave's fault, Tom. No, I'm not taking ownership of that. That's White Sox Dave's fault. Hey, let's take a quick break here to talk about Miller Lite. So Sydney's here now, obviously in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, you know that Miller Lite is the official beer of Chicago. I'm naming it. Everyone's naming it. Everyone knows that too. Like if you go around, there's Millers as far as the eye can see at any bar you go to, any house party, doesn't matter. So Miller Lite, it's our favorite beer. We're happy to represent it. And it's just really just kind of a no frills. You're not trying to really impress anyone. Have some good conversation and just kind of just rip it up over some Miller Lite. It's the best beer to do so. And, especially now, we were talking, it's, the weather's kind of settling in, and it doesn't really matter if you're nestled up in the winter or if it's, hot summer. A Miller Lite is always a great pairing for a great night. So Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/redline to find the delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. You guys know the drill by now. Go to any place in Chicago. They got Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly, though. Make sure you are doing that, obviously. And Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Go get your Miller Lite. All right, let's hop back into the episode. Do you find to have more trouble with the hunting hardos, like the people who love to comment under everything about, like, well, actually, you should have done it this way?
It's so annoying.
Or the anti-hunting people?
I think the anti-hunting, because honestly, like we have the hardos that are like, oh, she should have done it this way. No, this is actually this way. Or I say like the wrong species of a bear or something that's super just little. Mm-hmm. They're always nitpicking everything. I just get annoyed with that, and I just kind of brush that off more because I have my main fans, my main following, who are awesome. They're the best. They stick up for me. They're great.
And you're confident in what you're doing.
I'm so confident. If everybody messes up sometimes, I slip up, they say the wrong thing, or I like mix things. Like I said Michigan Lake and not Lake Michigan, and the world was over.
Really?
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
oh my gosh, come on. So I don't really care about that because I have my following that is great. I love them all. But the antis, I get annoyed, so annoyed, because people bicker all the time on the socials, which I just ignore because I don't really care. But they just don't get it. Like, they don't get it. They don't understand what we're trying to get at. Like, what, for example, let me just throw this out here. You might not even know this, which is fine. We posted a video about a turkey. I said like a beard. So turkeys have beards. I don't know if you guys knew that.
That's like the gobble thing, like the.
So like people hunt. They have long beards. I don't know if you see them hanging out. I'll have to show you a picture.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's like a turkey neck.
Yeah. So we made a post about a turkey, and then somebody was bitching on there like, turkeys don't have beards. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh my. See, these are the people that I'm trying to argue with right here. That have no understanding of the outdoors, which is okay. Like, they might not have grown up around it, but they're just keyboard warriors.
Yeah,
warriors.
You got it.
That are just after me all the time. And I don't know. That's just stuff that really irritates me, but not even irritates me. It's just laughable. You laugh at it.
For sure. And that's why, like, listen, I mean, every sector of Barstool, you're going to deal with that. But what was interesting to me was that there was two wildly different sectors. People who are like completely anti of everything you do, and then people who are just like, oh, like, you know, because they're, like you said, it comes with like a lot of pride and like, oh, I'm the hunter. Like, I know what I'm doing.
Or people are like, we miss YP.
Oh, yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
Which honestly, like, I don't have anything against him because I don't know the guy. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? But I don't, that gets annoying sometimes too. But I have now my Barstool fans that are like, the Stoolies stick up for me. Like, I feel like I've proved myself in the Barstool realm now, where I have so many people just backing me up, and like that's always like nice to see too. But I see people, not a lot of people, not like when I first got hired, but some people do say that, and I'm just like, oof.
Yeah. What was that whole situation like for you? I mean, he obviously was a very public breakup.
Yeah.
You know,
which honestly, like, I had so much positivity behind me. Like I said, I already had my following, and I already had a lot of people like in the outdoor industry who were so amped because they knew me. They watched me grow up. They knew like I was knowledgeable. Like, I came from a very great family in the outdoor industry. So they were all on like on my back, like, we're here for you. But then when I got hired, and like all the YP lovers were just at me. And so sometimes like that was kind of like conflicting to me sometimes. Because like I did have people like, when I got hired, I said I wanted to put more original content. Like, I wanted to pump out original content, film as much as I can, instead of doing just like 10 shows a year.
Yeah, so you guys basically is completely differing.
Yeah.
Everything. Like the whole brand was he had very long, fine-tuned, you know, very nicely edited 10, I think Tom edited some actually. You helped him out. 10 videos a year or whatever, and you are more like, hey, let's get more out there. Let's give the people more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm weekly. Like, so we post a video weekly now, which is insane, especially if it's hunting and fishing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I said. I wanted to revitalize it. Instead of a lot of viral clips on the outdoor pages, I wanted a more original content on there, promoting Barstool, promoting like my merch, promoting myself, like what we're doing in the outdoors. Like, we're Barstool Outdoors. What are we doing? So I wanted to post more about that. So some people were bitching about that. Like, we need more viral clips, whatever. I don't really care. I'm going to keep doing my thing because that's what I was hired for. And that's all you could do. Yeah. And that's what I enjoy. So, but no, I don't, not really anybody says anything anymore like they did at the beginning. But yeah, so that's, YP and I, we're completely different.
Very,
different takes on our content and everything. But I mean, it's going so far. I'm getting good feedback. So
that's good then. That's good. Yeah, I think it's I like too that you're like the informational side is so like it's so interesting to me because you know. And what do you have? What's your new show?
Out of Office.
Yes. So you have Out of Office, and then you're going to do a thing where you're going to give like facts or something, right?
Yeah. So we're just this is gonna help with like not getting burnt out. Just sitting down talking about different facts and educational pieces about the outdoors. Like, for example, were you one of the few that didn't know that deer antlers fell off every
year?
I
had no idea.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody in the office knew
what about these old ass ones that like you see and it's like they're huge?
Yeah, they just regrow every year.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
That's crazy.
They're like the fastest growing tissue in the animal kingdom.
That's honestly, that's a fun. Do you have anything else for me? What's like you don't have like another go-to?
No.
But look out for that series then. When is that coming out?
So we're gonna do one, I think for next week.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just is gonna be sprinkled throughout. They're not like set dates. You'll see it probably on we drop every Thursday at 11:30 Central Time. So it might be a main video of me hunting and fishing, or taking one of you guys outdoors, or it's going to be me just chilling, talking about educational pieces, or just like what I've been up to. Yeah.
Then the Out of Office stuff is really, really good because people like to see these, you know, people doing not what they're used to seeing them doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
And like you've obviously had a great couple videos with Chief and Dave, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They did so good and they were hilarious. That's another thing. Like, I just thoroughly enjoyed that so much because it wasn't me hunting. It was me kind of teaching and helping them along the way and just watching their reactions. Like, it honestly just was so much fun. So fun. Like, I want to get everybody out there and do different things. And it doesn't have to be hunting and fishing, because I know not everybody wants to do that, which is perfectly fine. Like, we're going to go do a crawfish boil in Louisiana.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
With Mitzi, Kelly, and Megan.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's just all different aspects of the outdoors, not just the harvesting part.
Yeah, and people just like to see fish out of water, you know. Right. It was like me, I went to NASCAR a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, how was that? Was it awesome?
It was awesome. It was very cool. And like, I've never been to something like that. And it's just a different world, or, you know, country view, really. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
It's so different. Everything's different. But no, it was really cool. So I think that's great.
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's fun too for me, because I get to hang out with all the different and unique personalities and learn a little bit from them too.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. It's really fun.
Exactly. What are we going to do? You should do a series around here to clean up our rat problem.
Yeah. So we want to do like our urban. Yes. Carl came up with this, which is magnificent. I want to do Carl Hunt, urban, like, outdoor series. I think a scavenger hunt would be hilarious, especially when it gets warm. You're gonna get all the rats, the raccoons, all the different animals are coming out of the crevices, and do a scavenger's hunt of some sort, like TBT. But
what's like the vermin thing? Like, you could just kill that at will, right?
Yeah,
that's like no
a
big
blowgun
deal.
a rat.
Yeah, there's
people will probably be mortified here in Chicago.
Dude, could we do a blowgun at a rat?
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, I wonder if we're going to get in trouble for carrying a weapon around the city.
Yeah, I wonder. We should look into that. But
I have to get like a permit.
Blowguns are, I
want to go
likes
fishing in the sewer.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
We'll probably catch a catfish or something disgusting. But yeah.
It's too bad you weren't here when there was an alligator in Humboldt Park.
Yo, somebody had to have imported that, right?
Yeah. And the city, like, people went crazy.
Why did somebody just let it on the loose? Yeah,
someone must have had it as a pet, and they just let it in there. And like they fenced off the whole area. It was nuts. It was all over the news. There were people, Gator Bob, and this was in 2019.
And then when was the cat thing? You're talking about the feral cats?
Oh yeah, so that was a big news story across the nation. Was they were releasing feral cats to control our rat population.
I need to look into that. That's actually super interesting.
It is, yeah.
That's gross too. You have such a bad rat problem.
Oh, it's bad, yeah. I don't see it that much. I get it's heavy in the alleys and whatnot, but
probably wherever. Yeah, a lot of trash is in the alleys. That makes sense.
So if you see that, but like you won't see a ton where you're at. You know what I mean?
It's
like
clean.
In the suburbs.
It's clean.
Like same with I live on the northwest side. I won't see many rats.
That's why I think we need to go on a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Where we got to do these different tasks that we come up with here in the city.
We have to. We also have to have the debate: you versus Dante versus hunting. What was that?
Well,
the trophy hunting.
Trophy hunting.
Yes.
We should have that debate. I think I did clear up a lot of it in my blog.
Yeah.
But that's another thing too, is like, I learned a lot about trophy hunting through like my dad and whoever like goes to Africa often. But I want to have some people on here like that are super educational about like hunting overseas, because it's really interesting. Like, I was going to go to Europe. I don't think I'm going to anymore with everything going on, but going to Europe to go hunting. And that's like all really interesting to me. It's probably interesting to other people too. Like the whole trophy hunting. Dante didn't know about trophy hunting. So I obviously had to be like, shooting a lion, maybe not everybody agrees with it, but it wasn't poaching. We can get into that. Yeah,
it was a big inflammatory blog you wrote, and then you clapped back at him.
Yeah, I was mad.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even see it. I think everybody in the.
What was it about? Sorry, so tell the people who weren't.
So it was about he posted a blog that said something along the lines of this guy shot a lion and he called him a poacher. So a hunter poached a lion in Africa. That's what like his headline was. Well, it was a legal hunt and it was not poaching. So in my blog, you can go back and look at it if you're watching this too, but you can read his and you can read mine. Mine just cleared up the air about what trophy hunting is in Africa and why people do it, which is actually really interesting. And like I was explaining this to my producer Sean too, about revenge killings in Africa. Like if a herd of elephants or baboons or giraffes, like it doesn't matter what it is, whatever animal, say they go into the area that they're all living, the tribe or whatever, if they wreak havoc on, like, if they kill somebody or if they stampede somebody or if they ruin their garden or whatever it might happen, the people will have a revenge killing and kill the whole herd. Yeah. So, I mean, but that's people don't live there. They don't see that. You know what I mean? So with these people from the States or from overseas going to Africa to go hunting, they pay big bucks that go back to the community. And so that's why they won't do these revenge killings.
What's that cost? Do you know? If I wanted to go kill an elephant, what would it cost?
Oh, it would cost, okay, I mean, tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay.
More, like lots of money.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people will go there. It's really interesting. Like hippos, super dangerous.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
So people will go there too to like kill the hippos that might be in the local rivers that people are cleaning and getting their water from and stuff too, because they'll charge and just chomp down on everybody.
Oh yeah, they're nuts. Yeah.
Or my dad was in Africa and there was a baboon. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what. No, there was a certain species of monkey that was there, and they pretty much like mutilated this little boy's face. Sorry, Tom, I just hit the microphone. Mutilated this little boy's face, and like they were all gonna poison the whole. I don't know if it's like group of monkeys. They were gonna poison them all. So my dad went there and like killed the specific like leader of the little monkey clan. So yeah, it was really interesting.
Probably a chimp.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. See, that's why I'm not going to I'm picturing it in my head. I just can't think of the...
You don't want to throw it under the bus. You don't want to throw a random...
Yeah, I don't want to say, like, act like I know the story, but I don't know specifically. Yeah.
No, I hear you.
But it's all interesting, so...
No, like, listen, if there's ever someone you want to have on here too, I would be more than willing, because I could sit here and talk about fucking animals for a while.
Yeah, we could do that. Stuff. We could do that often, because there's so many people that are so educational, and so it's really mind blowing, especially from the Safari Club International. Like, it's insane. So we can do that often. Yeah.
No, that'd be awesome, because it's just interesting. Like, I have an irrational fear. I've said this before many times in the show, that I'm going to encounter a bear one day, and like, we don't know what to do now, because the lines keep getting blurred on what's the versus brown versus black.
Well, in the draft we talked about this. Billy said it perfectly. I think it's like...
Did he though? Because even after that, people were like there's so much. I don't want to say propaganda, but there's so much back and forth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I just say whenever I'm probably encountering a bear, I'll probably have a weapon on me, so that's why I'm always like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good with whatever. I had a black bear climb the tree with me though. Scarred me.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was like 14. It petrified me. I didn't have a weapon on me.
Oh, fuck.
Climbed up the tree. If you see those videos, it was just, I was looking down. He was like 2 feet underneath me.
Were you alone?
Yeah. My dad was in the opposite tree. I was filming him. He was on the opposite tree with a spear. That's all we had. And so he was going like this with his hands. I didn't know what he meant. In his mind, he was like, scare it. My mind, film? Okay, I'll keep filming. Stop. So I filmed it, and then after that, the bear like was just kind of looking, and then went back down. And that's when I was like, oh, there's grizzlies in the area.
That's fucked up.
I'm out. I'm done. I shot my bear already. I'm done with this hunt. Like,
so how close was it to you in the tree?
Oh, like 2 feet.
Like
2 feet.
Like about far as we are right now?
Closer. Oh, his nose was at my feet.
Stop.
Uh-huh.
Was your dad freaking out?
Yeah.
He was getting ready to throw that spear.
He was about 25, 30 yards from me.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
So is that your closest encounter?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It scared me. The next day, I was going to spear a bear, like the next day in Canada, and a ginger bear was just walking through the woods, and I could see him from a distance, and I was, again, by myself in a tree. And also, like bears can climb trees, so it's petrifying. I thought the ginger bear was a grizzly bear. Fuck. Yeah, I was like, I gotta get down.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't have that big of balls. Get me down.
Have you had any other like near close calls like that?
I don't think so. I mean, when I'm in Texas, I'm always I don't like snakes. So rattlesnakes freak me out.
Yeah.
Which I have like one little instance when I was probably like 10. We were spot and stalking wild boars, and somebody else shot a wild boar on this trail I came across, and it came came to the edge where I was standing. I didn't know they shot him, and it went right past me, and the arrow was stuck in the bore, and the arrow snapped off my leg. So it almost literally flipped me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would have been fucked
And
up.
then right after that happened, a rattlesnake was right next to us and went shh. Yeah. It was crazy.
That's no bueno.
Yeah. But no, nothing really bad. Not like my dad. My dad had a spear go through his leg.
Oh, really?
In Africa. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you should watch the video.
Oh, there's a video of it?
Yeah, he told my brother and I, he's like, never stop recording, and if I die doing what I love.
Hey, Dave Portnoy would appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, anything for content.
Oh, you should watch it. He showed, like, you see him. He's like lays there in shock.
Do you think like that? Like, does he want to go out like Steve Irwin? Like that's like his goal?
I don't know. I hope not. I'm like, come on, like, don't die on me here.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. I don't know.
That's crazy. Did he like have lingering effects from it? Like, does he walk with a limp or anything?
Barely missed his femoral artery. He lay there for 6 hours because the walkie-talkie and the water were in the tree. It's all on video. You got to watch it. But he has like just nerve pain.
When was this?
I was in high school. So like
a long time ago.
A while ago, yeah.
Wow. Damn. Well, you're not that old.
Well, and then he had surgery in Africa. So I think that's the more like sketchy part because they just didn't know like
what
where
kind of care he
and
was gonna get.
Yeah, if there was gonna be like infection.
Yeah.
Because like the spear had like killed a lot of animals too. So yeah, you got to watch it.
That's crazy.
He's crazy, yeah.
All right, yeah, I gotta check that out. We should put that in the description or something so people could check it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wild.
It's a little gory, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but bad fucking got speared. All right then, Sydnie. I think this was very interesting. I learned a lot about you today.
Yeah, there's a lot. We could talk about it a lot, so we can do another.
Good. Yeah,
pods.
we'll keep getting into it, and I want to, we'll just bullshit about more animals and whatnot because that's always interesting.
We can have some people on.
Fascinating. Yeah, that'd be fun. And like we'll get Chief in here and we'll just nerd out about whatever's going on because, like, I did a documentary on this killer chimp. I got to show you that. Yeah. Like just shit like that's just always fascinating. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. That'd be really interesting. I want to have like somebody from the DNR to be on too, like just an officer, their encounters on different people.
Oh yeah,
that's fascinating too.
Probably crazy shit.
Yeah,
crazy shit.
Especially up here.
Oh yeah. Well, all right then, Sydnie. So what's people? It's just Barstool Outdoors is the YouTube.
Barstool Outdoors. Yep.
Go check it out. I'll be on there at some point.
Yes, he will definitely be on there.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Out of office, we're doing it.
Out of office, we'll do it. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, though. And also, I don't want to kill an elephant. That wasn't like I wasn't asking for personal reference. I was just asking so the people could know. Yeah. Tens of thousands of dollars, though, if you didn't know. All right, then, Sydnie. Thank you one more time. That's it, everybody, for today. Thank you for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.